Hello and a warm welcome to all my dear students in grade 5. Today, I have come with my English lesson and we are going to learn how to write a notice. What is our lesson number today? It is lesson number 6 in unit number 3. We have started unit number 3, caring and sharing. Can you remember? And it is lesson number 6. So in our lesson number 6, we are going to talk about writing a notice. Notice writing. මොකද්ද පුතේ අද අපේ lesson එකේ අපි පුතාලා දුවලා ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. අපේ lesson එක අද lesson number 6 නේ 6 වෙනි පාඩම. අපි අද ඉගෙන ගන්න පුතේ notice එකක් ලියන විදිහ. Now in our lesson, we are going to talk about what is a notice and what are the important things that we have to remember when we are writing a notice. All those things we are going to learn in our English lesson today. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා අද අපේ lesson එකේදී ඉගෙන ගන්නවා notice එකක් ලියන විදිහ. notice එකක මොනවද අඩංගු වෙන්න ඕනේ කරුණු. අපි මතක තියාගන්න ඕන වැදගත් දේවල් මොනවද notice එකක් ලියනකොට. ඒ හැම දෙයක්ම මගේ දුවලා පුතාලත් එක්ක teacher අද English lesson එකේදී අපි කතා කරනවා. So now I want you to bring your pupils book and your workbook because we are going to learn from the pupils book and we have to do our workbook activities as well. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා pupils book එකෙන් ඉගෙන ගත්තාම අපි workbook එකේ තියෙන activities ඒත් එක්කම අපි කරනවානේ. ඉතින් පුතාලා දුවලා පොත් ලෑස්ති කරගෙන ටීචර්ත් එක්ක lesson එක පටන් ගන්න ඕනේ. So now it's time for us to start our lesson. I want all of you to listen very carefully, have a good look at what I'm showing you and try to learn how to write a notice properly. Now let's move on to our pupils book. I have brought the happy cloud for you and we are going to see what the words that we are going to use in our lesson today. Come. Right. Now can you see? I have brought my happy cloud because our happy cloud brings us all the new words that we are going to use in the lesson and the words that you are going to use and that you will write in your lesson. So what are the new words that we have today in our lesson? Let's have a look at that. Okay, can you see? Our happy cloud is smiling at us with some new words. Let's read and see. Prefect. Prefect. Who is a prefect? මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා prefect කෙනෙක් කියලා කියන්නේ කවුද කියලා දන්නවද? කවුද පුතේ? ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයා. Now in your school, you have prefects and captains, you have house captains, you have house prefects, you have a head prefect. නේද පුතේ? මගේ දුවලා පුතාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ ඉන්නවනේ ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයෝ ඉන්නවා. එතකොට පාසලේ ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයෙක් ඉන්නවා. එතකොට ඕගොල්ලන්ට තියෙනවානේ houses නේද? නිවාස තියෙන්නේ පුතාලගේ ස්පෝර්ට්ස් මීට් එකේදී ඕගොල්ලන්ට තියෙනවානේ houses කියලා. එතකොට ඒ houses වලට ඉන්න prefects ලා ඉන්නවා, house captains ලා කියලා ඉන්නවා කට්ටියක් නේද? ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයෝ. දැන් මගේ පුතාලා දුවලා ඉන්නේ primary එකේනේ. You are in the primary and I think grade 5 children in some schools because y'all are the biggest children in the primary section. I think in some schools there are little prefects from your classes as well. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලගේ පන්ති වලිනුත් ශිෂ්‍ය නායක නායිකාව සමහර පාසල් වල ඉන්නවා. ප්‍රාථමික අංශයට primary එකට. Right? So sometimes my little girls and boys who are listening to me could be prefects. So prefect means ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයා. අපිට ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයාට තමයි පුතේ අපි prefect කෙනෙක් කියලා කියන්නේ. So now you can use that word. Right? In your school, when you have your prefects, now when they tell you how to behave when you go for assembly and the things that you should do, they will tell you because they are prefects and they are the ones who will look after you in school and guide you to do various things in school. So prefect is the ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයා in Sinhala. Right? Okay. Then we have celebrate. celebrate. Now we are going to use the word prefect in our lesson today as well as the word celebrate. Celebrate. What is the meaning of the word celebrate in Sinhala? Samaranawa. අපි දෙයක් සමරනවා. Celebrate කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ අපි සමරනවා. We are going to celebrate our birthday. අපි අපේ උපන්දිනේ සමරනවා. Celebrate කරනවා. Birthday එක celebrate කරනවා. We are going to celebrate the birthday of our school. We are going to celebrate the birthday of my mother. You can say like that. So celebrate is samaranawa in Sinhala. Right, now look at the word celebrate, children. Celebrate. Celebrate. We don't write letter S. When we write the word celebrate, you have to write with a letter C. Celebrate. Look at the spellings. Now, at the same time you're learning these lessons, you have to concentrate on the spellings, learn the spellings that you get in your happy cloud, the new words that you learn every day. So spellings will help you do your writing very appropriately, very creatively. You can use these words and do your writing. So you have to learn the spellings. Look at the word celebrate. C-E-L-E-B-R-A-T-E. Celebrate. Now, just because you hear the word celebrate, don't think that it starts with letter S. It starts with letter C. Celebrate. Then we have another new word. Donate. 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 මොකද්ද පුතේ donate කියලා කියන්නේ? Donate කියලා කියන්නේ අපි දෙයක් පරිත්‍යාග කරනවා. පරිත්‍යාග කරනවාට තමයි අපි donate කියලා ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කියන්නේ. අපි පොත් පරිත්‍යාග කරනවා කියන්නේ. We will donate books. We will donate blood. ලේදන් දෙනවා කියලා පුතාලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට අපි blood donate කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ. Donate. Donate is the word that we are going to use in our lesson today. Donate. D-O-N-A-T-E. Donate. Parityaga karana. Then the next word. Look at the next word. Donation. Donation. What is a donation? Donation means parityagaya. Right? Parityagaya. Donation. It can be in cash or in kind. සල්ලි වලින් මුදල් වලින් අපිට ඩොනේෂන් එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. මොනවා හරි ද්‍රව්‍ය වලින් අපිට ඩොනේෂන් එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ඩොනේට් කරනවා කියන්නේ පුතේ ඒ දෙන ඩොනේෂන් එක අපි දෙනවා. පරිත්‍යාග කරනවා. ඩොනේෂන් එකක් කියන්නේ ඒ පරිත්‍යාග කරන දේ. පරිත්‍යාග කරන දේට. දැන් අපි පොත් පරිත්‍යාග කරනවා නම් අපේ ඩොනේෂන් එක තමයි පොත්. Right? So books are the things that we donate. Right? So donate means that you give that whatever books or in cash or something that you give. Then donation is that thing that you give. The parityagaya, parityaga karana de. Donation එකක් අපි කරනවා කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි අපි මුදලින් හෝ ද්‍රව්‍යමය ආධාරයක් අපි කරන එකට donation කියලා කියනවා. Donate කරනවා කියන්නේ අපි donate ඒ පරිත්‍යාගය අපි බාර දෙනවා. Donate කරනවා. Right? So don't mix up those two because the two words are given at the same time. Right. So now we are going to take a look at both words once again. Donate. D-O-N-A-T-E. Donate. Donation. D-O-N-A-T-I-O-N. Donation. වචන දෙකක් පුතේ. Donate කියලා කියන්නේ එක වචනයක්. Donation කියලා කියන්නේ තවත් වචනයක්. So now the first word we have in our happy cloud, we will read all the words once again. Prefect. P-R-E-F-E-C-T. Prefect. ඒ කියන්නේ ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයා. Celebrate. Celebrate. සමරනවා. C-E-L-E-B-R-A-T-E. Celebrate. Then we have donate. D-O-N-A-T-E. පරිත්‍යාග කරනවා. Donation. පරිත්‍යාගය. D-O-N-A-T-I-O-N. T-I-O-N, donation. So these are the 4 words that we are going to use in our lesson today. There will be special words for you and you are going to read it and you are going to use it in your writing as well. Right, so now we are going to move on to our pupils book. Now everyone must take your pupils book and turn to this page. Right, so now we have come to the pupils book and you have to turn to this page. Now we are talking about writing notices. To write, we are going to learn how to write a notice. So now in your pupils book, you have a notice for you. We have brought a notice for you. So you have to read the notice and there are some questions. At the end of the lesson, we have to answer. And at the same time, we have to do some workbook activities as well related to the notice that we are going to learn. Right. So now first of all, now your pupils book says, read and answer. So now we are going to read very carefully. දුවලා පුතාලා teacher කියලා දෙනකොට හොඳට පැහැදිලිව මේ කියන දේවල් අහගන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට questions වලට answers ලියන්න තියෙනවානේ පුතේ. Right. Okay. Now let's read the notice. Now can you see the word notice? Take a look at that word. Notice. පුතාලා හොඳින් බලන්න පුතාලගේ pupils book එකේ තියෙනවා මේ notice එක. So you have to look at the heading. මෙන්න මේක තමයි මාතෘකාවක් විදියට අපිට තියෙන්නේ. This is the heading. It says notice. So when we look at this, we know that it is a notice. It says that it is a notice. Right. So I'm going to first of all read the whole thing for you. I will read the notice for you and then I will explain it to you slowly. Okay? Right. So this is our notice which is in the pupils book. The 50th birthday of our school is in July. The 50th birthday of our school is in July. මොකද්ද කියන්නේ පුතේ notice එකෙන් අපිට? අපේ පාසලේ 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනය ජූලි මාසයේ තියෙනවා. The 50th birthday of our school is in July. දැන් මොකක් ගැනද මේ notice එකෙන් අපිට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කියන්නේ අපේ පාසලේ 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනය මොන මාසෙද තියෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ ජූලි මාසේ තියෙනවලු. Right. The 50th birthday of our school is in July. We will celebrate it on 31st July. We will celebrate it on 31st July. Api e utsavaya samaranava. Now we have the word celebrate. We will celebrate it on 31st July. කවදාද අපි අපේ පාසලේ 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනය සමරන්නේ? 31st July. උන්න 31st July. ජූලි මාසේ 31 වෙනිදා අපි ඉස්කෝලේ බර්ත්ඩේ එක. ඉස්කෝලේ උපන්දිනේ 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනේ අපි July 31st තමයි celebrate කරන්නේ. We will make a donation to a children's home. දැන් අපි මොකද්ද මේ 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනය වෙනුවෙන් කරන්න යනවා කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ? We will make a donation. ඔන්න මගේ පුතාලා happy cloud එකේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත word එක donation. අපි පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරන්න යනවා. We will make a donation to a children's home. කොහෙටද දැන් මේ අපි පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරන්න යන්නේ? donation එකක් දෙන්න යන්නේ කොහෙටද? to a children's home. ළමා නිවාසයකට අපි පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරන්න යනවා. We will make a donation to a children's home. Now what are they going to give the children's home? A donation. They are giving a donation to what place? To a children's home. කොහෙටද අපි පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරන්නේ? donation එක කරන්නේ අපි children's home එකකට. children's home එකට අපි මොකද්ද දෙන්නේ? donation එකක්. Right. We collect school supplies for it. We collect school supplies for it. School supplies කියන්නේ මොනවද පුතේ? අපි පරිත්‍යාග කරන්නේ පාසල් උපකරණ. පාසල් උපකරණ දෙනවලු. අපි ළමා නිවාසයකට පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරනවා. මොනවද ඒ පරිත්‍යාග කරන්නේ අපි? We collect school supplies. අපි පාසල් උපකරණ එකතු කරනවා. We collect school supplies for it. අපි දැන් මේ ස්කූල් එකේ 50th birthday එක celebrate කරනවා July 31st. අපි ඒ වෙනුවෙන් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? donation එකක් කරනවා children's home එකකට. We will make a donation to a children's home. And to do that, what are they going to do? We collect school supplies for it. දැන් මේක තමයි මේ notice එකෙන් කියන්නේ පුතේ. Right? The notice says that it is because it is the 50th birthday of the school, that they are celebrating the 50th birthday of the school on the 31st of July. They have decided to donate some school supplies for a children's home. So for that, they are collecting school supplies. Right? So then they say, please bring books, pencils and school bags. දැන් මොනවද පුතේ මේ එකතු කරන දේවල්? පාසල් උපකරණ, පාසල් යන්න ළමයින්ට අවශ්‍ය කරන දේවල්නේ දැන් අපි මේ පරිත්‍යාග කරන්න යන්නේ. එතකොට මේ notice එකෙන් කියන්නේ මොනවද ගේන්න කියලා? Please bring. කරුණා කරලා අපිට මෙන්න මේ ද්‍රව්‍ය ගෙනල්ලා දෙන්න. What are they? Please bring books, pencils and school bags. Books, pencils and school bags. Pot, pencil, parcel bag, school bags. පුතාලා දුවලා books, pencils දාගෙන යන්න school bags. එතකොට ඒව තමයි දැන් මේ donate කරන්න එකතු කරන්නේ. Right. We will donate them and celebrate our birthday. We will donate them. අපි පරිත්‍යාග කරමු මේ දේවල් අපේ පාසලේ birthday එක celebrate කරන්න. Right? We will donate them and celebrate our birthday. Right? And they say, contact your class prefect for more details. Contact your class prefect for more details. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? මේ පිළිබඳව වැඩි විස්තර දැනගන්න ඕගලන්ගේ ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයන්ව කතා කරලා ඒගොල්ලොන්ගෙන් අහලා මේ පිළිබඳ විස්තර දැනගන්න කියන එක තමයි contact your class prefect. You have to ask the prefects for more details. වැඩි විස්තර, වැඩි තොරතුරු මේ prefects ලට කතා කරලා දැනගන්න කියලා කියනවා. දැන් මොකද notice එකක් කියන්නේ පුතේ ලොකු විස්තරයක් කියන දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. Notice is I will tell you what a notice is, because in a notice we cannot write everything that we have to say. So that is why they have given some more important details in the notice, and then at the end they have told us contact your class prefect for more details. තව වැඩිදුර තොරතුරු දැනගන්න පුළුවන් ශිෂ්‍ය නායක නායිකාවන්ගෙන් ඇහුවහම. You have to go and contact them, the prefects, and you can get to know more details about the school birthday and the donation that they are going to make. And then we have the person who has put this notice. දැන් අපිට අන්තිමට තියෙනවා කවුද මේ notice එක අපිට දාලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. Junior Prefects Guild. Junior Prefects Guild. ඒ කියන්නේ ප්‍රාථමික අංශයේ තියෙන ශිෂ්‍ය නායක නායිකාවන්ගේ ඒ එකමුතුව ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඒ සංගමයෙන් තමයි මේ notice එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ. The Junior Prefects Guild has made this notice. They are the ones who have put this notice, and they are the ones who have organized this event. So you have to contact the prefects to get more details. Right? So now this is the notice that we have in our pupils book. I hope you understood. Right? Now in the notice they say, the 50th birthday of our school is in July. We will celebrate it on 31st July. We will make a donation to a children's home. We collect school supplies for it. Please bring books, pencils, and school bags. We will donate them and celebrate our birthday. So you can ask for more details from the prefects, and it is the Junior Prefects Guild which has put this notice. Right? So now this is our notice, and now you know what the notice is all about. මේ notice එකෙන් මොනවද කියන්නේ කියලා මගේ පුතාලට දැන් පැහැදිලි. ඉස්කෝලේ පැවැත්වෙන 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනය වෙනුවෙන් ළමා නිවාසයකට පොත් පරිත්‍යාග කරන එකක් ගැන තමයි notice එකේ තියෙන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්නේ පුතේ? ඒගොල්ලෝ පාසල් උපකරණ එකතු කරනවා donate කරන්න මේ children's home එකට, ළමා නිවාසයකට පාසල් උපකරණ බෙදලා දෙනවා. birthday එක celebrate කරන්න තමයි. ඒක පාසලේ birthday එක, පාසලේ උපන්දිනය 50 වෙනි උපන්දිනය සමරන්න තමයි මේ ඉවෙන්ට් එක ලෑස්ති කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ notice එකෙන් කියන්නේ පුතේ මෙන්න මේ දේවල් මේ සඳහා අරගෙන එන්න කියලා. So you have to bring books, pencils and school bags. So when you read the notice, it's very short and it's very clear and to the point, so you know what you have to do. And if you want to get more details, පුතාලා දුවලට තව වැඩිපුර මේ ගැන තොරතුරු දැනගන්න ඕනේ නම් කතා කරන්න ඕනේ prefectsලාට කියලා මේ notice එක අන්තිමටම තියෙනවා. Then at the end of the notice we have the person or the society which has put this notice. Notice එක දාන කෙනා කවුද කියලා පුතේ notice එක අවසානයේ මෙන්න මේ විදියට අපි දාන්න ඕනේ. Right? So now this is the structure of a notice. Notice එකක් මෙන්න මේ විදියට තමයි පුතේ අපි ලියන්නේ. මෙන්න මේ විදියට තමයි notice එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. First you have to have the name, and then you have to have the details, and then you have to say who it is sending us. So now I am going to show you in detail how and what a notice should be and the important things that we have to remember when we write a notice. Come. Now, what is a notice? What is a notice? A notice gives information about an event, an announcement of an event, or instructions for readers to follow. Right? දැන් ඔන්න මං ටීචර් පුතාලට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම pupils book එකේ notice එක කියවලා දුන්නේ පුතේ. notice එකක වෙනස දැන් පුතාලට මම මේ කියන දේවල් එක්ක අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මං ඉස්සෙල්ලාම පුතාලට what is a notice කියලා කිව්වනම් පුතාලා දුවලට මම දැන් මේක explain කරනකොට පුතාලට ඊට වැඩිය හොඳට තේරෙනවා අපි notice එකක් කියවලා ආපු නිසා. Right, now let's see what a notice is. A notice gives information. A notice gives information. මොනවද අපිට දෙනවා කියන්නේ පුතේ notice එකකින්? අපිට notice එකකින් information දෙනවා. තොරතුරු දෙනවද අපිට notice එකකින්? දැන් පුතාලා දුවලා pupils book එකේ කියවපු notice එකෙන් පුතාලා දුවලට තොරතුරු ලැබුණාද? Did you get any information when you read the notice in your pupils book? Yes. You got all the information about the things that you have to bring for the school birthday, and then they told you when your school birthday is and which birthday that they are celebrating. They said it is the 50th birthday. So there was so many information that was given through that notice. So a notice gives information about an event. About an event. Now, what is the event that the notice told us about in the pupils book? The information given to us about an event is the 50th birthday of the school. නේද පුතේ? දැන් notice එකකින් අපිට තොරතුරු ලබලා දෙනවා මොකක් හරි අපි සංවිධානය කරන උත්සවයක්, event එකක් ඒ පිළිබඳව. So now when we read the pupils book notice, we realized that it gave us information about an event. Right? So a notice gives us information about an event, an announcement of an event, or instructions for readers to follow. Now, notice can be giving information about an event or making an announcement about an event. What is that? announcement. Through a notice you can make an announcement. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ අපිට announcement එකක් දැනුම් දීමක් කරන්න පුළුවන් notice එකකින් මොකක් හරි අපි පවත්වන උත්සවයක් පිළිබඳව. Now in our pupils book notice they wanted us to bring certain things for a donation to give to donate to a children's home. But sometimes you can maybe through a notice you can give an announcement. අපි මෙන්න මේ දවසට මෙන්න මේ උත්සවය පවත්වනවා කියලා අපිට announcement එකක්. notice එකකින් අපිට කෙනෙකුට දෙයක් දැනුම් දෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ විදිහට. Right? So, and it can be information or announcement or instructions for readers. අපිට information දෙනවා වගේම announcements දෙනවා වගේම there can be instructions for readers to follow. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ notice එකකින් අපිට instructions අපිට උපදෙස් දෙනවා මෙන්න මේ විදියට තමයි මේ දේ කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා. Now even in our notice they said that you have to bring books, pencils and school bags. So in that notice you all were instructed. පුතාලට උපදෙස් දුන්නා මෙන්න මේ දේවල් ගේන්න. Then they said if you want to know more details තවත් ඕගලන්ට තොරතුරු දැනගන්න ඕනේ නම් for you to contact the class prefect. පුතාලා දුවලා කාගෙන්ද තව වැඩිපුර තොරතුරු දැනගන්නවා නම් දැනගන්න ඕනේ කියන එකත් අපිට notice එකෙන් කිව්වා. So basically a notice will give you information about an event, an announcement of an event. අපිට මොකක් හරි උත්සවයක් හෝ අපි සංවිධානය කරපු දෙයක් ගැන කියනවා වගේම අපිට ඒ ගැන announcement එකක් දෙනවා වගේම අපිට instructions උත් දෙනවා. ඒ notice එක කියවන අය පිළිපදින්න ඕන මොන විදිහේ උපදෙස්ද කියන එකක් දෙනවා. Now sometimes children we have notices about blood donation campaigns, or maybe sometimes notices are given about health information. දුවලා පුතාලා notices දැකලා තියෙනවනේ පුතේ. සමහර වෙලාවට අපිට සෞඛ්‍ය උපදෙස් දෙන notices තියෙනවා. එතකොට ලේ දන් දීමේ ව්‍යාපාර වගේ සංවිධානය කරපුවාම notices තියෙනවා. So at that time there are certain information given to us and there are certain instructions for us to follow. අපි ඒ notice එක කියවලා ඒ අවස්ථාව අනුව අපි කරන්න ඕන දේවල් ගැන අපිට notice එකෙන් කියලා දෙනවා පුතේ. ඉතින් so when you write a notice you have to keep these things in mind. And now this is what a notice is. අපි notice එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ instructions අපිට දෙන අපිට ඒක කියවපුවාම අපිට ඒ ගැන අදහසක් ලැබෙන දෙයකට තමයි අපි notice කියන්නේ. So now you have to remember that a notice will give you information. It can be an announcement or giving instructions for you to follow. The readers can read the notice and you can work accordingly. Right, now let's move on to our next slide and we'll see there are some important things that we have to remember when we write a notice, and it will be these things. Okay, now I want you to look at these very carefully. දැන් මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා grade 5 එකේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ notices ලියන්න දැන්වීම් ලියන්න පුංචි දුවලා පුතාලා ඔන්න ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. These are the things that you have to remember when you are writing a notice. Now we are not writing a letter, we are not writing an essay, we are writing a notice. අපි පුතේ දැන් මේ ලියන්නේ ලියුමක්වත් එතකොට රචනාවක්වත් නෙමෙයි, notice එකක්. Right? And we are not writing anything in detail. It's a notice. So now these are the special important points to remember when you write a notice. Important points to remember. වැදගත් කරුණු කීපයක් පුතාලා දුවලා notice එකක් ලියනකොට මතක තියාගන්න ඕන. Number 1. Use simple language. Now, when you write a notice, you have to use very, very simple language. Now, in your notice, you got in your pupils book, it had very simple language. School's 50th birthday is in July. It's very easy to read. නේද? අපි ගොඩාක් අමාරු වචන අමාරු කියවන අයට තේරුම් ගන්න අපහසු විදියට ලියන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ notice එකක්. You have to use very simple language. very simple English language or simple Sinhala language, when you write a notice, you have to use. We do not use difficult words and difficult language in order to make the reader find it difficult to understand. අපි දෙයක් කියවලා තේරුම් ගන්න තැනක්නේ notice එක පොඩි දැනුම් දීමක්. So it has to be written in very simple language. That is point number 1. Then number 2, should be very short. A notice has to be very short. Notices we don't write like the way we write paper articles or the way that we write different letters. We don't write notices like that. It has to be very short. කෙටියෙන් ලියන එකක් තමයි notice එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. It has to be very short, not in detail. හුඟක් දිගට රචනාවක් වගේ පත්තරයකට ලියන ආටිකල් එකක් වගේ දිගට ලියන්නේ නැහැ notices. Keep that in mind. So that is point number 2. Then what is point number 3? Should not be more than 50 words. Should not be more than 50 words. වචන 50කට වැඩියෙන් අපි notice එකකට පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැහැ. A notice has to be a very short message, right? And should not be more than 50 words. වචන 50ක්. වචන 50ක් කියන්නේ ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක් නෙවෙයිනේ පුතේ. It's a short amount of words. So you have to use less than 50 words. වචන 50කට අඩුවෙන් කෙටියෙන් තමයි අපි notice එකක් ලියන්නේ. Then point number 4. Should cover the important details that are to be communicated to the reader. Should cover all the information, important information. Should cover the important details. වැදගත් කරුණු ටික මේ notice එකක් ලියනකොට අපි ඒ කියවන කෙනාට අවශ්‍ය කරන වැදගත් කරුණු ටික අනිවාර්යයෙන් මේකේ අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ. Should cover the important details that are to be communicated to the reader. කියවන කෙනාට අපි දැනුම් දෙන්න ඕන අවශ්‍ය කරන වැදගත්ම කරුණු අපි notice එකේ ඇතුළත් කරන්න ඕනේ. That is point number 4. Should cover the important details that are to be communicated to the reader. කියවන කෙනාට දැනුම් දෙන්න ඕන වැදගත්ම කරුණු ටික අනිවාර්යෙන් notice එකේ අඩංගු වෙන්න ඕනේ. Number 5. Should be displayed in public places. That's a very good point. Now, when you write a notice, you don't go and keep it inside your book. You have to paste it or you have to hang it in a public place so that everybody can see. Now, we are sending a notice for everyone to see. Now, the school birthdays, we are celebrating the school's 50th birthday in the month of July. එතකොට අපි දැනුම් දෙනවා. එතකොට ඉස්කෝලේ ඉන්න හැමෝම දැනගන්න ඕනේ ඉස්කෝලේ බර්ත්ඩේ එක තියෙන්නේ ජුලයි මාසේ කියලා. So that is why the notice you have to display it in a public place so that everyone will read and everyone can see that you have to bring books and pencils and school bags to make a donation to a children's home. That is what is said. That is what is communicated to the reader. කියවන අයට දැනගන්න අපි ඒක දාන්නේ හැමෝටම පේන තැනක public place එකක. අපි ඒක අපේ ක්ලාස් එකේ විතරක් අපි ගහලා තියාගන්නේ නැහැ. හැමෝටම දකින්න පුළුවන් තැනක අපි ඒක display කරනවා. You have to display, should be displayed in public places. Display කරනවා කියන්නේ පුතේ අපි ඒක ප්‍රදර්ශනය කරනවා. You have to show, you have to display it in a place where the public can see. හැමෝටම පේන තැනකින් තමයි අපි notice එක එක්ක notice එක අපි එල්ලනවා නැත්නම් notice එක අපි ගහනවා. Number 6. Can be pasted in the notice board. Now you can either hang it in a public place or now in your school we all have a notice board. So in the notice board you have to display the notice. Then only because people come and read the notice board in order to see whether there are any new notices. අපි notice board එක බලලානේ පුතේ notices තියෙනවද කියලා දැනගන්නේ. So you have to go and paste it in the notice board. You can do that. Either you have to paste it in a public place or on the notice board. Then point number 7. Notices can be invitations, announcements or giving instructions. Now sometimes notices, දැන් notice එකක් පුතේ අපිට වෙන්න පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ විදිහේ notices අපිට තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. A notice can be invitations. අපිට මොකක් හරි දෙයකට කරන invitation එකක්. අපිට ආරාධනාවක් කරන notice එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? You're inviting someone, inviting people. Now you don't make notices individually, no. So you invite in public, you invite people to come for an event that someone has organized or some society has organized. So you're inviting. So through a notice, you can invite for a certain event. And at the same time, through a notice, you can make announcements. Through a notice, you can give an invitation. Through a notice, you can make an announcement or giving instructions. Through a notice, you can give instructions. As I told you, these things are the things that you can do through a notice. Notice එකකින් අපි නිකම්ම දේවල් කියනවා විතරක්ම නෙමෙයි පුතේ. Notice එකක් අපිට invitation එකක් විදියට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Announcement එකක් දෙන්න පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Instructions දෙන්න පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then the final point. Should always have the 5 W's. Should always have the 5 W's. මෙන්න මෙතන මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? Should always have the 5 W's. We are going to talk about that 5 W's. Wait a little, okay? Right, we will see what these 5 W's are. But before that, I will read all the important points once again to you. You can pause here and even you can have a look at this when you watch this video. But I'm going to read it to you once again. Important points to remember. Use simple language, point number 1. Point number 2, should be very short. කෙටි වෙන්න ඕනේ. Simple language පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ පහසුවෙන් කියවලා තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් විදියට. Point number 3, should not be more than 50 words. වචන 50කට වැඩියෙන් ලියන්නේ නෑ අපි. Number 4, point number 4, should cover the important details that are to be communicated to the reader. Important points ඔක්කොම ඒ notice එකේ ඇතුල් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Point number 5, should be displayed in public places. Should be displayed in public places so that your announcement or your invitation or your instructions is being given, communicated to the people who are reading it. Point number 6, can be pasted in the notice board. You can hang it in a public place or paste it in a public place as well as a notice board. Then point number 7, notices can be invitations, announcements or giving instructions. Right? Now when you do this lesson in school, maybe you can tell your teacher what you know about writing notices. Now we bring all these extra information in order to make you, give you better knowledge about English language and the lessons that you are doing. So you can learn all this and use them when you do your lessons in school. Then the final point, should always have the 5 W's. Now it's time for us to go and see what these 5 W's are. Come with me. Right, now this is our 5 W's. Okay, now very carefully you have to listen and then you can learn something about writing a notice properly. ඔන්න පුතේ මේ 5 W's. W අකුරු පහක් අපිට තියෙනවා notice එක ලියනකොට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මතක තියාගන්න ඕන. Now we are going to take a look at the 5 W's like this. Number 1, the first W is what? What? What is the notice about? What is the notice about? Now, can you remember the notice? Can you remember our notice? The 50th birthday of our school is in July. We will celebrate it on 31st July. We will make a donation to a children's home. We collect school supplies for it. Please bring books, pencils, and school bags. We will donate them and celebrate our birthday. What is this notice about? What? The first W. It is about the 50th birthday of the school. The notice is about the 50th birthday and the donation that you are going to make. So the 50th birthday is the reason. The notice is about that. Then the second W, W number 2. Now first W is the notice, what the notice is about. Then the second W, where. Where. If the notice is about an event, the location. The location. If the notice is about an event, the location. මොකද්ද පුතේ ඒ කියලා ඒ කියන්නේ. දැන් ඔන්න where. ඒ කියන්නේ කොහෙද මේ notice එකෙන් කියවෙන දේ කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ. මොකද්ද මේ notice එකෙන්. දැන් අපි event එකක් ගැන කතා කරනවා නම් if the notice is about an event. The location, the place where this is happening. Right? Now in our notice, can you remember? 50th birthday of our school is in July. We will celebrate it on the 31st. We will make a donation to a children's home. Now, where is this happening? It is happening at a children's home. They are going to donate books and school supplies to a children's home. Now, our second W, that is where. So, where is this going to happen? At the children's home. Then now we have completed the first W, what the notice is about. The second W, where the place, the thing that is the event, the place that the event is happening. Then we have the third W, when. When. What does that mean? කොයි වෙලාවටද? දවස මොකක්ද? Date and time. When and what time. Okay, so now in our notice, can you see? Now when is this happening? We will celebrate it on 31st July. You have to have a date. Now if it is an invitation, අපි invitation එකක් නම් notice එකෙන් අපි දෙන්නේ, you can mention the time as well. Right? So if you want to mention the time, you can do on the 31st of July at this time. So you have to remember when you write a notice, you have to mention the date and the time if it is necessary, right? So now we have learned 3 W's, what, where, and when. Then we have our fourth W, W number 4. Who? Who? Who the notice is addressed to. Who the notice is addressed to. දැන් පුතේ මෙතන addressed කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ලියන ලිපිනය නෙමෙයි. Not the address that we look for when we post a letter. This says, to whom are we giving this invitation? To whom are we sending this notice? අපි මේ notice එක කාටද කියන්නේ? Now, this notice in your pupils book, you are giving this notice to the children. You are asking the students to bring books and pencils and school bags. Now, this has not said dear students or dear teachers, but when you address it, you can say maybe dear students or dear teachers or dear all, you can say. Now, when even the teachers, when they look at this, if they also want to donate something, they can bring. So, you can always, when you write a notice, you have to remember that to who this notice is being said. The people who are being mentioned in this notice, right? So, number 1 is what the notice is about, where the notice is happening, the location. Number 2, then the third one, when, the date and the time. And number 4, to whom the notice is being addressed to. Then the last W, number 5, W number 5, whom. Who is sending the notice? Whom to contact or get in touch with. Now can you remember? Who is sending this notice? Contact your class prefect for more details, it says at the end. And here we have Junior Prefects Guild. They are the ones who are sending the notice. When you write a notice, you can't just write it and just leave it without mentioning the person or the society who is writing the notice. අපි notice එකක් නිකම්ම ලියලා දාන්නේ නැහැ. පුතේ කවුරු විසින්ද මේ notice එක අපිට දෙන්නේ? කවුද මේ පණිවිඩය අපිට කියන්නේ කියලා අපි යටින් ලියන්න ඕනේ. You have to mention. Now, especially here they say you have to contact the prefects for more details. They say contact your class prefects for more details. So, you have to say who is sending this, by whom the notice is being sent to. right? So the 5 W's are what, where, when, who, and whom. What the notice is about, where the event is happening, the date and the time, then to who the notice is being addressed to, and who is sending this a notice from whom. So these are the 5 W's that you have to remember when you write a notice. Right. So now these are the questions that you have in your pupils book. After reading the notice, you have to answer these. Right? Okay, now it's the time for us to answer the questions. When is the birthday of the school? When is the birthday of the school? It is in July. Can you remember? Look at the notice. The 50th birthday of our school is in July. Over here you have the answer. Right? We will celebrate it on 31st July. So now what is the question? When is the birthday of the school? You can say the birthday of the school is in July, or you can say the birthday of the school is on the 31st of July. So I will say the birthday of the school you have to write a complete answer, okay? When is the birthday of the school? The birthday of the school is in July. You can write just straight away July, or you can say 31st of July. July කියලා නිකං ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. පුතාලා දුවලට 31st of July කියලාත් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Where do they make the donation to? That is our number 2 question. Where do they make the donation to? Where do they make the donation to? Make the donation කියන්නේ පුතේ donation එක කරන්නේ කොහෙටද? Where do they make the donation to? Now look at the notice. We will make a donation to a children's home. We will make a donation. Now can you see? Where are they going to make the donation to? A children's home. Right. So now we have to write that. Where do they make the donation to? To a children's home. You can write like this. To a children's home. Children apostrophe S. Children's home. Don't forget the full stop at the end of the sentence. Where do they make the donation to? කොතනට the donation එක දෙන්නේ? To a children's home. Right. Now the third question. What do they collect? What do they collect? Now let's take a look at the notice. What do they collect? We collect school supplies. We collect school supplies. So what is the answer that you are going to write? What do they collect? They collect. You have to write they collect. They collect school supplies. School supplies. SUPPLIES. They collect school supplies. පාසල් උපකරණ පාසල් ගෙනියන බඩුනේ අපිට ඉල්ලුවේ නේද පුතේ? They collect school supplies. That is our answer. Now it's the fourth question. What can the students bring for donation? What can the students bring for donation? දැන් මේ notice එකෙන් ඉස්කෝලේ ඉන්න students ලාට මොනවද ගේන්න කියන්නේ කියලා අහන්නේ. What can the students bring for donation? Let's see what the students can bring to donate. Please bring books, pencils, and school bags. You have to bring books, pencils, and school bags. So now we are going to write the answer. What can the students bring for donations? The students can bring, you can say we can bring books. Now you have to write the things that you can bring. Books, pencils, and school bags. School bags. All right. We can bring books, pencils, and school bags. These are the things that the students can bring. Then the last question. What would you like to donate to a children's home? Now this question is for you, my dear little girls and boys. What would you like to donate to a children's home? මගේ දුවල පුතාලට කිව්වනම් children's home එකකට මොනවා හරි දෙන්න කියලා. මගේ දුවල පුතාල මොනවද දෙන්න කැමති? Right? Now, if this question was asked from me, if this is asked from me, teacher ගෙන් ඇහුවනම් what would you like to donate to a children's home? I will say, I would like to donate some sweets, some snacks, no? Some dresses, some toys. Children's home එකක්නේ නේද පුතේ? එතකොට අපිට තව මොනවද දැන් අපි school supplies දෙනවා. We are giving them books and bags and pencils. Maybe we can give them some toys to play. We can give them some sweets to eat like chocolates and toffees. So you can think of those things as well. So I will write, what would you like to donate to a children's home? I would like to donate some toys. I would like to donate some toys. දැන් මගේ පුතාලට පුළුවන්. ඕගොල්ලෝ පොඩි ළමයි විදියට ඕගොල්ලොන්ට ලැබෙනවට ආස දේවල් තියෙනවානේ පුතේ. As children, you like to receive certain things as gifts, and there are certain things that you like to receive as gifts. So maybe you can think of all those things and you can write. දුවල පුතාලට ලැබෙනවට කැමති දේවල්. දැන් මම කැමති toys දෙන්න. I would like to donate some toys because it's a children's home. ළමා නිවාසයක්නේ. සෙල්ලම් බඩුවලට පුංචි දරුවෝ ආසයිනේ. So maybe we can give some toys. So now we have completed the questions in our pupils book, right? When is the birthday of the school? When is the birthday of the school? The birthday of the school is in July. Where do they make the donation to? Where do they make the donation to? To a children's home. That is your answer. To a children's home. What do they collect? මොනවද එකතු කරන්නේ? They collect school supplies. පාසල් උපකරණ. What can the students bring for donations? What can the students bring for donation? We can bring books, pencils, and school bags. What would you like to donate to a children's home? What would you like to donate to a children's home? I will say, I would like to donate some toys. So you also can think of something like that, and you can Actually, you can go to a children's home and donate something, because now our unit 3, we are talking about caring and sharing. So the children in a children's home will also like to have school bags, books, shoes, dresses and toys and sweets like the little ones that are in my class listening to me. So maybe you can do that as well and take care and share your things with the less fortunate children. Okay, right. So now we have completed the pupils book questions like this. Now let's move on to our next slide and see. We have some workbook activities as well. Let's go forward and see what we have next. Right. Now we have to complete our workbook activity. Right. What does our workbook tell us? What do we have to do in our workbook? Complete the note. ඔන්න පුතේ දැන් මෙතන අපිට තියෙනවා complete the note. Now this is not a notice. අපිට notice එකක් නෙවෙයි complete කරන්න කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Complete the note. We have some little things to write and complete a note. Now what is a note? What is the difference between a notice and a note? Now we know what a notice is. What is a note? Let's take a look at this. What is a note? අපි ඉස්සලා බලමු අපිට ලියන්න කියලා තියෙන්නේ පොඩි නෝට් එකක් නේ පුතේ. මොකද්ද නෝට් එකක් කියන්නේ? නෝටිස් එකයි නෝට් එකයි කියන එකේ වෙනස මොකද්ද? Let's have a look at this. What is a note? A note is a small message that you leave for yourself or to a friend. මොකක්ද ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ? A note is a small message. පුංචි පණිවිඩයක් that you leave for yourself or to a friend. නෝට් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ පුංචි කෙටි පණිවිඩයක්. අපි සමහර වෙලාවට අපිටත් අපි යම්කිසි දේවල් මතක් කරන්න අපි නෝට් එකක් ලියනවා. Maybe you can write a note to yourself or to a friend. Sometimes when you forget certain things, you just put a little note and keep it for you to remember. Sometimes you write a note to give some information or to remind something or to give a message to your friends. So that is what we do through a note. Note එකක් කියන්නේ notice එකටත් වැඩිය චූටි message එකක්. Right, so now in our workbook, we have to write a small message. That is a note. And now we will complete that. Okay? Right. Complete the note. Now we are going to write the date. We have to write the date and keep the note to the friend. Now this is not a notice, but we have to write a note. අද දිනේ දාලා අපි මෙන්න මේ note එක අපේ යාළුවට මෙන්න මේ විදියට කියනවා. So you have to write the date. Maybe you can say 29th of July 2021. 29th of July, that is 29/7. July is the 7th month of the year, right? 2021 is the year, right? So we will write dear and you have to write a name. Now we are writing this message to a friend, right? So you are writing a note to your friend. So you can write the name of your friend. Maybe we'll write it to Nizam. I'm writing this to Nizam. Now when we write a name, you have to write with a capital letter. Dear Nizam. You are sending this note, you are keeping this little note to Nizam. What is the note telling us? We are going to donate blank to a children's home. What are you going to donate to the children's home? School supplies. We'll write. We are going to donate. Now in your pupils book notice, they said school supplies. No? So we will write that here. We are going to donate school supplies. Right. We are going to donate school supplies to a children's home. අපි දැන් pupils book එකේ තිබ්බ notice එකම මතක් කරගෙන මේ note එක ලියමු පුතේ. Right. I give a. Now the person who is sending this note, මේ note එක යවන එක්කෙනා කියනවා I give an. Now, can you remember using these two articles, and n? We used n when we wrote a word that starts with a vowel letter. Vowel letters වලින් පටන් ගන්න වචනයක් ලියද්දි තමයි අපි n කියන article එක දැම්මේ. So you can write. Now, I give a, and you can write the thing that you are giving. I give a, you can say school bag. I give a school bag. I am giving a school bag. I give a school bag. Now look at this. School bag. I give a school bag. Now school bag starts with letter S. Is letter S a vowel letter? No. What are the vowel letters? A, E, I, O, U. S is not a vowel letter, so we can't say an school bag. We have to say I give a school bag. So you have to cut off an. I give a school bag. Please bring a. Now you're asking your friend to bring something, right? You can ask your friend to, maybe you can ask him, please bring a something, or please bring an something. Now if you are using the word an, you have to write a word that starts with a vowel letter. Maybe you can say, if you are using an, you can say eraser. Right? So if you are using a, you can say pencil box. Now we will write, you say I give a school bag, and you ask your friend, please bring a pencil box. Pencil box. School bag එකක් මම ගේනවා. ඔයාට පුළුවන් නම් pencil box එකක් ගේන්න. Please bring a pencil box. We can't say an pencil box. Okay, please bring a pencil box. It's a new experience for all of us. Isn't that so? It is a new experience because you are going to go to a children's home, visit the children there, the needy children, and they need school supplies, and you are going to take them and go and visit them. So it's going to be a new experience. අපිට අලුත් අත්දැකීමක් වෙයි කියලා කියනවා. It's a new experience to all of us. That is our note. And then finally, you have to write your name. You can say, now you can write your name. Let's say the note is being given by Saman. අපි note එකක් ලියුවේ පුතේ. ඔන්න Saman. Saman තමයි මේ note එක ලියුවේ නිසාම්ට. Right? It is a little note, not a notice. So you can't say prefix guild or anything like that. You have to say the name. It is a little note that you are sending your friend. Dear Nizam, you write the date. We are going to donate school supplies to a children's home. I give a school bag. Please bring a pencil box. It's a new experience for all of us. Saman. Okay, now we have the person who we are sending the note to. This is not a notice, it's a note. And the person who is writing the note. So now we have completed our workbook activity. You can have a look at this, have your own ideas, and you can create your own note. This is not a notice. You have to make it very short, a short message, looking at the sentences, looking at the blanks, and you can have your own answers. So with this, I have come to the end of my lesson today. We have learned how to write a notice, and I hope you can remember the important points that we have to remember when we are writing a notice, right? And especially the 5 W's. I hope you can remember what, where, when, who, and whom. Okay, so you have to remember all that, and you have to know the difference between a notice and a little note, and you can practice writing them. This will be very useful when you do your school activities as well. So I'm very happy teaching you this lesson, and I hope you learned a lot of new things and how to write a notice properly. So I'm going to finish my lesson here, and I'm going to come back once again very soon with my next lesson. Until then, take care.